Welcome to Cheers SA. I'm Jane Olschwager, joined here by my co-host Steve Jack Weir. Jack, we are here first and foremost because of Wine Storage and Logistics and Slow Tours, our major sponsors. Can't do without them.
We love them.
We do love the guys. But we're back in the metro. We're back in the big old CBD. Just having a look around here, and I'm very excited about our location today.
Oh, Langhorne Creek, how great was that?
Langhorne Creek was superb.
Yeah, Leesdale, unbelievable.
Leesdale.
See, did he look up to me? Yeah.
He's a storyteller.
I tried.
I didn't try it.
Oh, okay.
Liz and you, I think you finished the barrel, didn't you?
Well, it was important to understand if the bottom is as good as the top, and we found that out big time.
Talk about taste testing. Yeah, a barrel.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Good on you.
Roll out the barrel. Yeah.
But we're here today. We are, as I said, back in the CBD, and we're at Sparkke at the Whitmore. So right in town, right in town.
Right in the middle of Adelaide, back where we do our best work.
That's right.
Well, I used to do some of my best work a long time ago. Beautifully renovated, magnificent. Wait till we do a bit of a tour around here. It's beautiful.
It is a fabulous pub. Lots of different spots within this pub, which you'll get to see. We'll meet Rose as well, one of the co-owners, and Carla, head brewer here, because there's a Micro-Brewery out the back here.
And they just don't do beer. They do ginger beer, one of my faves. They do ciders. They do a pink little number. Oh, I can't. It's right up my alley.
Easy.
Hey, I'm looking forward to that.
We're going to touch on all of those and many more great things about Sparkke at Whitmore. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a tick.
Welcome back to Sparkke at the Whitmore. The one and only the owner, Rose. Welcome, Rose.
Thank you.
What a beautiful spot you have here.
Yeah, it is a pretty special place, for sure.
How did it come about? Because, I mean, this place has been closed down for a long time until you just hit it with I'm sure, a lot of sledgehammers and turned it into a beautiful place.
Yeah, thank you. We actually were looking for a brewery originally, and we really wanted to be in the centre of the city. We're a company that's by the people, for the people,
yes.
So we wanted to be in the metropolitan area. Yeah. And we were looking a bit further out, but I kept driving past here and I saw that it was closed down, and I really thought, what a great spot. Originally we were going to just rent it,
yep.
And then we realised that we wanted to put our own brewery in and do a few more things.
Why a brewery? Why a brewery? I mean, that's getting into the pub game is one thing, but why a brewery and brewing your own?
We're just passionate about great beer.
Yep.
We wanted to make fresh brews on site, pull them through a few weeks later, and be really innovative and try new styles, create new flavours. And when something's really hit it and it's singing, then we'll put it into our core range, or it will just stay as a specialty that we bring through each season.
And it's one of Australia's first female-founded pubs. That's exciting. That is just really exciting.
Yeah, well, we're one of a few female-founded breweries in the first case, because we sell our brews all around Australia. But then being a female-led pub, and there's a few female publicans in Australia, but we're probably on the smaller side in terms of numbers. And we really wanted to create an environment here where it's not just led by women, but we're actually creating jobs for men and women, but we're also giving great opportunities for female brewers, female chefs, just generally giving some life to industries that don't actually create a lot of jobs for women.
Predominantly have women in them. Yeah.
Male-oriented.
So Carla's your brewer.
Yes.
How do you come across Carla? Like, is there many female brewers out there? How does that benchmark?
Apparently about 3% of the brewers in Australia are women, roughly. So it's pretty small. And I'm a winemaker by trade, and there's about 8% of the winemakers in Australia are women. So we're definitely, in making alcohol, we're on the more minority side.
Yes. Yep.
So there aren't a lot of female brewers there. We really want to encourage that, and so we wanted again to create an environment where young women, any woman who was interested in brewing could come through, connect, come through, and that's exactly what happened with Carla. We were at Beer and Barbecue in South Australia, and Carla walked up. Aggie Guyett, our head brewer at the time, she walked right up to her and said, can I have a job?
Yeah.
I've just started doing a bit of brewing and I want to learn, and Aggie said, come on in.
Oh, wow. What an opportunity.
Just as we were getting our brew kit going here and open.
Fantastic. So speaking of brewing and you guys making a change and being really topical in what's going on around the world, talk us through the plethora here of cans. Now, all different colours, which is enticing to the eye to start with.
Yes.
But apple cider, pale, ginger beer, red ale, black IPA, but they all have a meaning behind them. What is this?
Yeah, they do. I mean, the colours relate directly to the product. So apple cider will always be red. So even if we change the message on the front, you grab the red can, it'll be apple cider. So
they all have a different message or a different change
associated.
or a passion.
Yeah, so we wanted to spark a conversation, and that's the basis for the name of the business. And so the conversation is happening on the front of the can, and we thought what better time when he's sitting down, having a drink, shooting the breeze with friends, family, loved ones, that you talk about social issues in the world.
Yeah.
We're not saying we've got the answers. What we're saying is we want to spark a conversation. Let's not let these things rest. Let's talk about them. Let's see how we could solve
So to be or not to be, that conjures up in my mind, but it's nothing like that, is it?
a bit of Shakespeare.
Yes.
Jack
Yes.
woutle know that.
Oh, there you go.
Got to know at school for Shakespeare, yes. Go on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So when you look on the back, and you can find actually quite a lot of deep information on our website. So we get a subject matter expert to write a lot of information. So it's a really great opportunity to educate yourself. But a quick blurb on the back that talks about extinction of bees. You know, last summer with the fires here, with the drought, and with a lot of heat, you know, a lot of hives were lost. Massive amounts of hives were lost.
Devastating to the industry.
So it's a conversation about what are we as a society going to do about that. We've done it in a very playful way, talking about bees are nature's sex workers, and we're really always trying to be playful. We're not taking ourselves too seriously, but the issues themselves are serious.
Yeah,
enough.
definitely.
So,
Little things like the last straw, that's got some...
relating to single-use plastics.
Correct, yes.
And how fantastic that South Australia is really, really moving ahead in that space of moving away from single-use plastic. So we contribute money to social causes behind each of these issues. We'll keep brewing, and they can keep doing that good work, and we'll ignite the conversations or talk on social media, or we'll have an event and get subject matter experts in to talk about it, so that we're still enjoying great brews, but we're also keeping these issues
Sending a
alive.
message.
It's good that there's so much passion
time.
behind it, but also, I mean, you just touched on it then, the fact that you're not only using that passion and the voice for creating a change, but you're also giving back to the community. And through these causes, like you've donated a phenomenal amount of money over the last 2 years.
I think we're about $150,000 towards
in contributions to.
Yeah, that's right.
And so who do you support? What are a couple of?
Well, an example with the Black IPA. Currently, we're working with Be the Cure, which is a big organisation. It's about 300,000 members, and they're really passionate about protecting bees. And they talk and know a lot about the relationship of bees and the whole biodiversity and what we rely on as human beings to have a healthy future food source and all those things. So we contribute money towards them so that they can keep talking about that and really getting that message across.
Great.
They're loving the ginger beer as well, so we're offering them other things because it's got natural honey in it, natural ginger, it's got all those great things.
Well, I did have one before.
You might have.
It was very important to taste it, and it was one of mine with the ginger beer boy, and I loved it. It was really smooth, and it was just went down so easy. I needed another one, but lovely, lovely, lovely. Other than this, you've got a beautiful dining room. You tell us.
We've got a massive rooftop bar upstairs.
Correct.
It's probably, if it's not the biggest, it's one of the biggest rooftop bars in Adelaide. And on days like today when the sun is shining, we've got a fire grill up there, fresh beers on draft that you can sit. We can make cocktails, we do the whole shebang, and you can really enjoy sitting up in the sunshine with friends and just looking out over the parkland.
Is that open at all times?
Yeah, it's open when we're open.
Yeah, it's great, beautiful.
Yes.
We've had a couple of functions up there. It is lovely, and even when it gets cold, you've got the blinds there that can shut out and protect as well. So that's all year round.
The sun's dropped down, and it's still a really beautiful place to be. We've got heaters, all that.
So you do functions?
Yeah, we do. We do functions. We've got a massive New Year's Eve party planned here. We've got some great chefs coming in over the next few months because the borders have opened. We're starting to bring back our relationships with chefs interstate. So we've got a really beautiful chef series that we're just about to release to the public. So we're really encouraging people just to come and have a beer or come and stay a while. And either way, we'll take care of you, whether you want to sit pub side or have a fine dining experience or just enjoy a beer with a friend.
So how do people find out about it? I mean, you've clearly got a lot of things going on and a lot to offer. You roll over your campaigns, you've got chefs coming in. How do people find out about you? What's going on?
We're pretty active on social media, and again, I think that playfulness comes across there, but certainly ways of interacting with us, seeing what's going on. We've got you can sign up through our website and then you receive stuff into your inbox, so you can really pick and choose about what things you want to be a part of. Even through the worst part of COVID when we were closed, we were still really proactive, feeding community on the square. We were creating market boxes and delivering them to people. Our staff who'd normally pour beers were delivering in our delivery van.
So you're cracking the whip.
Very innovative and really about keeping the core team going. And now we're out the other side. We just really encourage people to book and come.
Yes.
If they book, we can definitely seat them and look after them while we still need to seat people. And think about coming in other times other than the key times, so that you can actually
So with
get
your dining,
well
how much people can you dine here?
We're licensed for 636 people, but we can only...
I've got that many friends.
Through COVID, we can look after 204, so we're still limited to a third of our capacity, and at a third of our capacity, we're full. So that's why we love people to book, so that we definitely got a spot for them.
That's great to hear.
Well, speaking about full, you talked about the chef before. I reckon if we have a quick break,
Yes.
you can make us full and we'll try some of that beautiful food.
Matched with some of the brews.
Speaking our language.
Here we go. Look at that.
Let's have a break.
Let's do it. Okay.
Welcome back to Cheers SA. We are at Sparkke at the Whitmore, joined by Rose Kentish. Rose, we've had a look at your drinks. Got more to come when we talk to Carla, head brewer, but you brought us out a plethora of food from your menu. You've got the fine dining restaurant here, Fair restaurant, correct?
Yes.
And then the pub menu as well. So what's from where? What can we expect?
So we've just released our new spring menu. So really beautiful seasonal spring vegetables and local produce. So we have a very strong paddock to table influence here and concept. It's really important for us to support local, as we would like to be supported ourselves.
Yes.
So we're going straight to farmers, and we've also got some fantastic distributors that pull directly from farmers who we've met, who we've stood on their land. We're pulling things through that we love. In a lot of cases, our veggies are grown to order, so we...
Wait. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay. So, Scotch fillet with beautiful roasted mozzarella, smoked mozzarella, fresh corn, fresh asparagus. Asparagus is so beautiful at the moment.
It is. It's delightful.
Yeah.
Melts in your mouth.
Yeah. We've got a fire grill upstairs that we built for this venue, and so we really love using that because it gets all of that beautiful charcoal flavour, and you can see that on the corn as well.
And how do I get in?
How do
I get in my corn? With fingers?
Yes.
All right, roll them up. Okay.
So
I'm not going to tell you what the special secret spices
I was going to
are.
ask.
No,
what's on
that's
there? I
right.
can see the covering. It looks delicious, though. Jack, as always. So across the menus, is there a direction or a flavour style that you go for?
Yeah, definitely. Our focus is about produce, so it's very produce driven, but we've got a beautiful cross section of culture in our kitchen, so across our staff, and we really encourage them to bring flavours and things that have influenced them as they've grown up. So we've got Water, who's Taiwanese, who's our head chef, and we've got Alana, who works off the fire grill, who's based in the Barossa and has deep connections with producers. So
bit of spice.
Bit of spice.
Beautiful.
That's why you're drinking the pink lemonade.
Tickled pink. I'm having a tickled pink. And
Tickled pink.
Don't be fooled by the colour. It's magnificent.
Brewed here, brewed right there, and pulled out of tap. So it's delicious, not too sweet.
Refreshing.
Really refreshing.
3 or 4 of those, and
Drink
I'll
is
have
the
3 or
tickled
4.
pink. What is the tickled pink? Is that a
Well, it's a brewed lemonade. So brewed with citrus from the Riverland and addition of cranberries and raspberries. So it works.
Jack, I think you are on our set for the afternoon.
Yes.
We do have to meet Carla, which is going to be fabulous because we get to drink all of her beers. But
See Carla in about 25 minutes after I have a crack at this.
just give us
We
a
need
minute.
to make room for the paddles of beer.
Yeah.
And tasters.
Paddles of
Yes,
beer.
yes.
Get excited, people. Paddles and beer. This is awesome. Thank you so much
Rose.
for having us. It's been fantastic.
pleasure.
And chatting us through everything to do with Sparkke at the Whitmore Square, right here in the CBD. Check them out on the website, Instagram, all of that. But we'll be back in a tick, and we're going to chat with Carla, the head brewer.
Not a quick tick, just a slow tick. So, cheers.
No need to rush.
Welcome back to Cheers SA here at Sparkke at the Whitmore. We are now joined by head brewer Carla Naismith. Carla, thank you so much for joining us here at Cheers SA. Brewing clearly is your specialty, but tell us, how do you become a brewer? Especially as a female, it's just an unheard thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but it's an unheard thing.
Yeah, I started home brewing. I used to work front of house and was drinking lots of delicious craft beers, and it got the cogs turning in my brain. How does this happen? So yeah, from there started home brewing with a friend, and then pushed my way into another venue that had a brewery and pestered the boys until they let me on the brew house. And yeah, from there made some more friends in the industry and found myself here. So
You did make this one too, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Oh my God, I love it.
So all of these are yours. You've brought us out a paddle of beers for us to try them all. Let's start down the far end. What have you got for us?
So Berliner Weiss, lighter style sour. So predominantly wheat based there, but we did use some fresh apricots in there too.
Right, apricots.
As well as vanilla.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
tart, well balanced. It's a good drop, that one. Good for summer.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
Most certainly.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the apricot. There it is. You can get that.
I'll have a taste later, but not with that one. I'll do the right thing, get a freshie.
You're going to move right to the end here.
I'm a chocolate freak, so I'm happy. You tell me which next one I'm having.
We should have probably done 2 chocolates. Anyway.
So the next one is our half batch IPA. So that was an interesting brew. We put so many hops in hot side on that one that we clogged the hop filter and only got half a batch.
Oh, really? So drink it slow. Okay.
Something like that. You only get half a serve.
Just make sure you chew on it as you go. So what's the turnaround of brewing, Mike?
Yeah, so brew day itself only takes anywhere between 8 and 10 hours, depending on how stuck you get as you go.
Yes. Yep.
But the fermentation process is the part that takes a little while. So depending on what it is, ales and lagers need a little bit more time in tank, but about 3 weeks is the quickest you can really turn something around, unless you're using a super yeast.
Yep.
I'm not the most massive beer drinker in the world,
Right.
but they are lovely.
Not bad. Not bad.
Happy with that one?
I think
I'm not a beer drinker. Yeah.
I think all brewers pull their own beers apart. There's nothing you pull through that you go, oh, that's fantastic. You go, oh, I could have done this better. Or
Tweet
I won't put that back in the paddle. I'll just leave that over here with that one. Next one for
Yes.
So this is our red ale. This was a recipe that our old head brewer and I developed here at the Whitmore.
Okay.
And we actually went to pack on this one. So any recipes that we pull through the kit here that we love, we do have the option of sending them to pack. So yeah, red ale.
when you say to pack, means you package them?
To
Is that what
can,
you-
yes, so-
into your cans that we've talked about earlier?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all those in the can you did as well?
So they're our
Brew it,
recipes.
yeah,
Yeah, we
good.
develop them here. Yeah, yeah.
Sensational.
Fantastic. Wow.
Um,
So if you get onto something that's really good, because I know that you turn over the style of the beers a bit through the tap, but
Yeah,
if you're onto
sure.
something that everybody loves, you keep it around for a little while.
Yeah, we've got the option of brewing multiple batches and really drilling that recipe in, and then we can can it if we want to.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
And what flavour of that one?
So you get a bit more toffee malt sweetness from the grist here. So we use lots of caramel malts, a little
I
bit
was going to
of
say honey, but toffee's right.
Yeah. Close.
That's what I meant.
And then we use some American hops in there as well. So there's a little bit of piney resin happening. You should get some citrus through there as well. Yeah,
definitely.
Stone fruit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right, and contestant number 4.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
Yeah, correct. We called this one Better Late Than Never. It was a little bit late in the season for a stout, but I wanted to have a play with some lactose and some. Oh, you're claiming that one, are you?
I can't drink. I don't think I can drink stout.
Right.
But I love chocolate.
Okay.
So.
All right.
See how you
We'll
go.
see.
And I saw on the sign this has got a bit of a connotation towards Cocoa Pops, just like a chocolate milkshake, only
Chocolate. Chocolate. I love it.
Yeah, not bad. A couple of little things had changed, but like I said, I think that's the nature of my job.
Yeah.
We're always thinking about how we'd do it better next time.
Certainly chocolate in the palate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, heavy percentage of chocolate malt in that one. So, yeah.
Carla, phenomenal effort. You've actually managed to change Jack into a beer drinker,
Anyway,
which is a dangerous thing because I see how he consumes
Well,
spirits.
set you up a bed on the brew deck, shall we?
You best, mate.
Come
Good
down, see
job.
Carla.
Get down here. You must come.
Jeez. I mean, so many things that are here at Sparkke and Whitmore.
Spark at the
Options
Whitmore.
of the restaurant, fair restaurant, the pub menu up on the rooftop with the barbecue, all the different offers of beer on tap. You just can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Something for everyone.
Yeah.
Get Carla out of the brewery. She'll come and have a drink with you, I'm sure. So there's only really one thing left to say.
Well, before we say that, I do need to give a big plug on the socials. So if you just want to find out what they're doing, then Instagram at Sparkke at the Whitmore. Their website is sparkke.com. Sparkke being with the 2 K, so SPARKKE.com. And Facebook is Sparkke Change. So any one of those, jump on, like them, follow them, get on board.
Need to book.
You do need to book.
Need to book.
Yep.
They're so busy.
Yep.
It's so good.
So get in here, especially over the summer period. It is such a fabulous venue. But thank you so much, Carla, and thank you, Rose, for joining us. And
Cheers, SA.
Cheers, SA.
Cheers.